Hello, hello, are we live? How are we all doing? I think the camera's positioned alright. How's the audio balance? Am I too loud? Is the game too loud? Am I too quiet? Is the game too quiet? I think that's a good adjustment. I think that's good. Do tell me, guys, do tell me. What are you humming there, Matt? Noober, I honestly can't remember. I just know that I accidentally hit chat screen during the intro. I was like, shit, I hope no one noticed that. Clearly you all saw it. There were like so many people talking, waiting before the stream starts, like the most I've ever seen. Normally it's like no one's here until after the stream starts, but it was it's gone. I'm sorry, dude, it's gone. I can't remember. It doesn't matter. All I'm thinking of now is the music I'm listening to right now. But yeah, I'm doing great, dude. Thanks for asking. Thanks for joining. Also, hello Platty. Hello, Mask. Thank you all for joining. Had a pretty interesting conversation with Mask before. You guys may notice that this is episode 17 of DDLC. So why does it still have the number 16 in the thumbnail? And I'm just going to say this right now, as I said in chat earlier. Every single thumbnail of DDLC that I have done for every single stream has been made with Monica in mind. It has been made with Monica's character and her experience and her story in mind. And I think you can probably work out the rest just by looking at the thumbnails. So anyways, I know you guys wanted to see this more often. I asked you guys about it and you said I would kind of like to still see this every week, but I've kind of been up to here because there were other streams. A bunch of FNAF streams kind of jumped out at me. I almost did another Ambience Weekly Challenge archives, but I thought it's too soon. I want to do this like once a month, you know, maximum. But like Facer, you know, had an update, and people wanted a bonus 5 Nights of Fan Games. And I've also started working on Hydrated Games for the first time in a while, and Continuity Error. Work is actually being done on that, you know, as I speak. You know, today, yesterday, recently. And, like, I've basically been doing, like, triple the stuff. I've been doing a lot less with Matt's to Mist and Hydrated Highlights, I'm glad to say, because Ethan's been managing most of that for me, and, like, you know, I've not been uploading as much there. It's less active now, because we've kind of, you know, used up the backlog, the archive. And that's fine. They can just upload regularly now. But, yeah, I've been kind of busy with multiple projects that you guys will know about, so... yeah, that's why I've just been a bit busier, but it will be worth it. It'll be worth the time. I can still do plenty of streams in the meantime, and I was looking at things. I didn't have time to prepare a debate direct because I'm doing a big event soon, so I figured let's just do some DDLC instead. You guys have wanted this. I don't want to drop this completely. I was going to start a new series next week, but I thought, nah, let's just keep the ball rolling with this, because I am kind of literally, with in-game and, you know, and in the real world, kind of in limbo with DDLC right now. And I want to just keep it in limbo for a bit while I'm busy with other things before dropping back into it and finishing the series the way I started it with regular streams. But for now, DDLC's in limbo. And once again, DDLC Plus here, if I just get the game selected. Got the menu right here. And nothing new, I don't think. You know, we've already gone through all of the emails. I don't think anything's really changed with, you know, the files. Like, I'm trying to remember where I could find files. Like 1, 2, 3. Like, nothing's really changed with these. You still can't open it. It still says try again later. You know? In terms of the pictures, we've actually unlocked the vast majority of them now. We've completed quite a good bit of this game. And obviously the music. I think we actually have every single music track now. I think this is all of them. I'm not sure. But yeah, we got the Just Monica piece playing, very creepy. Gonna go back and actually see her in a moment. Which leads on to today's QOTD and everything. I mean, I'm gonna ask you guys this one, because it came to mind and I thought, this is one of those weird kind of like, you know, transhuman, you know, existential crisis questions. Would you date an AI? Like, genuinely. And the best argument will win a shout out, because I want to just see what you guys think. I want you guys to provoke some thought, because the charm of the last episode was that you guys had a really good time just having some casual discussion and just some, you know, just some genuine conversation rather than like just reacting to something for once. We were just having a real conversation and having a conversation provoked by Monica. And although I'm not into dating sims, I'm not into visual novels, I would love to play some kind of game. I don't know if such a game exists, I'm sure it does. Some kind of game which gives you like conversation prompts like this. Like where you're just like, it's like a visual novel setup, or it's like a website. And it's like, you just like, you know, press a button and it like gives you a random conversation topic. Something like Would You Rather, but rather than like a binary choice, it's just like, you know, a general kind of question or topic. Because I think this kind of thing is really interesting, and this is really the heart of why I do streams. It's to have a conversation, it's to share knowledge and thoughts and emotions with the world, which I think is a great thing, you know. Anyway, I just need to move this slightly further. I think that's right. I'm moving my whole setup to the side so it's got more room for my mouse. But yeah, I see Mask is back. Hello? You're kind of busy with stuff? Ha, I'm stuff. I'm kidding, I'm not stuff. But yeah, I mean, depends. Because if Lucy's doing stuff, then I'm stuff. But yeah. Nice DJ, glad you're having breakfast. There is a lot of messages from me, feel free to read them. But yeah, boys, there's one more thing I want to mention before we get into this. When this stream ends, another one is starting. I want everyone to go to Ambience's YouTube channel and tune in for FNAF the Samaritans. Go, leave a like, maybe donate if you can. Ambience, if you don't know him, he's basically a FNAF YouTuber. He does some really good content, and he's doing a big charity stream, you know, which, you know, you can go find over on, his channel. Like, he's doing a charity stream to raise money for Samaritans, which is a suicide prevention charity. And, in addition to having loads of segments, collaborating with loads of people, I am going to be in the stream about 2 hours in. This has inspired me a bit. I've had an idea for a charity stream planned for a while, but I decided that I was inspired by the choice of Samaritans, so I'm also doing my own charity stream for Samaritans in a few days, guys. The thumbnail will appear soon. There's going to be loads of segments. If you want to be in it, you know, get the collaborator role and join me on the Hydration Nation. I'm organizing all the segments, you know, now. Not much time left. And, yeah, I've wanted to do these for ages. I've had this idea for months, you know, kind of inspired by Dorko. But because Ambience was doing this Samaritans one, I thought, why not also do a Samaritans one? And yeah, I'm going to actually have, like, Tiltify integrated here. This might not go very well, because I've never done this before, but I want to try it out. I just want to see what I can do with that, because I've never done, like, a proper charity stream with, like, donations and stuff before. So yeah, this is happening today, when this stream ends. This is happening in 3 days. Go check them out. You can find them on Ambience's channel. You can find them on mine. Some very important, you know, causes here. And yeah, today's charity shout out for the stream actually goes to be Cohesion. I'll talk more about them later. For now, I think we should just get back into this. I think that's everything I want to say. So, yeah. Your stuff, Matt, but not any stuff. You were some really hot stuff. This sounded better in my head. Listen, I don't know how old you are. I don't have a girlfriend. So, I just want to clarify that we're not actually flirting, guys. This is just a meme. For all I know, Mask is a child. I'm 20. I'm above average temperature. That is for it's actually kind of cold today, to be honest. You just want to make like a verbose version. You are indeed the vague thing that we refer to as stuff, which is indeed of a temperature that is above average. That is to say that your heat level is above what we refer to as room temperature. I don't know, I'm really bad at this. Anyway, Monica! Bitch, how have you been? Okay. I'm just gonna accept the fact that you need to quit the game once in a while. Yeah, it's been like 2 weeks. I'm starting to get used to it anyway. Besides, it makes me happy that you always come back. I always come back, guys. I always come back. So, I guess it's not so bad. I'm sorry for making such a big deal out of it. It's fine. Look, Monica, you're not evil, but I think you've gotten what you deserve, quite frankly. I think this is fair, and I'm glad that you've, you know, accepted this, because even if you didn't deserve this, there is nothing that I can do. I cannot leave the game running constantly. It's a waste of energy, you know, like, I need to sleep. I can't have, like, my computer switched on, you know? I need, like, to be AFK. It's not gonna happen, pal, I'm sorry. And I love you no matter what, so you can do whatever you need to. Am I hot stuff? That's what I need to hear from you. That's what seals the deal. Forget everything else. Am I hot stuff? Now, where was I? Hey, did you know I'm a vegetarian? Kick her out of the group chat, boys. Anyway, where's the monocle and mustache? Is it still shipping? Oh, no. We got the monocle and mustache ages ago. I showed that off. I think it was in a DDLC stream. I can't remember. I can go get it again if you want. The monocle and mustache, I'm gonna be honest, they were like really cheap, guys. They were like £2, so the quality is crap, and I'm pretty sure it's already broken. But I got it right here. I got some right here. If you guys want some. Ugh, the quality is terrible. But yeah, posh British Matt in the house. Again, because I have no idea how the hell this thing's supposed to work. I think it's too big or too small. But yes. Yes, you see, back in my day, you know, there was no DDLC Plus. This was the entire game. We didn't have side stories. Did you know? I didn't know you were a vegetarian. Bloody vegetarians. With all these youngsters going around these days with their veganism and their lesbians and, I'm trying to think of boomer humor here. Anyway. Don't mean like I'm bragging or anything, I just thought you'd enjoy a fun fact about me. Well, I don't care, oh my god. But yeah, oh, I don't know, Noob, I can't remember what stream, but yeah, I got the mustache, I got the monocle, I showed them off already. The mustache doesn't really attach, but this is what I look like with a mustache, guys. You wanna know what I look like? This is it. Hello. Yes, I think it might have been a vlog of some kind. I can't remember. But anyways, I'm just gonna leave that there for now. I don't know what to do with it. So, Monica says, I decided to start a couple of years ago after learning more about Earth's climate. The carbon footprint of cultivating livestock is just unbelievable. Anyway, I decided it's not much of a personal sacrifice to just stop contributing to that whole mess. What, is that so strange of a reason? Well, I guess a lot of people are more concerned about it being inhumane and all that. I don't really care much about that part. It's weird, like we only care about killing the things that we personally relate to as a species. Most people are fine with killing bugs because they're icky. And of course, we all kill billions of microorganisms daily without even giving it thought. But suddenly, if they're just a little bit bigger, it's murder. I mean, what if plants feel some kind of pain too, and we just don't understand it? What if pulling leaves off a stem feels like someone ripping off one of your fingers one by one? I'm just saying, we're a pretty biased species if you think about it. And this actually goes to some debate Derek's I had. This is pretty biased. Humans are definitely speciesist. And, you know, I think, the fact of the matter is that microorganisms are not equivalent to humans, who are not equivalent to, like, pigs, or not equivalent to dogs. You know, it's like different species are capable of different things, and it's like, microorganisms don't even have sentience. Bugs, you know, are a hive mind, whereas I think an individual, a sentient organism is where I kind of draw the line with, like, murder. Although, honestly, the thing is, if everyone just ate a bit less meat, then no one would have to be vegetarian, no one would have to be vegan. Everyone could eat meat like 3 times a week if the highest consumers just reduced their intake a bit and it was just a bit more spread out. Instead, we have some people eating way too much meat and then some people not eating enough. And, like, I'm happy to accept the fact that we need to kill animals, you know, to maintain our diets. Like, I have no problem with that, honestly. But, you know, seeing where the world is going, if that becomes, like, socially unacceptable in some way, I mean, honestly don't know if I'd mind. I've really not tried vegan food. I'm sure it's not that bad. I've heard, my dad tried a vegan burger and apparently it was indistinguishable from the real deal. But the nutrition is the thing I'm worried about, because you can't just fake, you know, the things you get from animals. So, I don't know about that, but yeah. It was in an SCP stream, that was it, yeah. Sorry it wasn't in a DDLC stream, guys, you know how it is. Yeah, sorry, it was an SCP, I can't remember. But hey, if you want to go find it, SCP Secret Laboratory, maybe you could timestamp it while you're at it. Community timestamp project, I'd appreciate it, guys. But yeah, Monica's right. But of course, she only cares about the environment and not actually living beings. Fucking sociopath. Anyway, if you ever feel like making a small contribution to the planet, it doesn't hurt to choose veggies once in a while. Now, this I am on board with. I'm actually kind of half vegetarian. Like, considering the food that my mum serves me, I, like, never eat red meat. I've had steak, like, 3 times in my life. I do have, like, chicken and fish often. Like, salmon, some kind of chicken, lots of different kinds of chicken. Chicken's, like, the obvious one. Sometimes I might have, you know, turkey for Christmas, maybe, like, once or twice a year. But I never eat, like, goat or, I don't know. I do have pig meat, I guess, a lot often. So, chickens and pigs are, like, on the menu, like, every other day. But other than those, and maybe fish once or twice a week, I, like, don't really eat that much meat. It's all, like, you know, vegetables, breads, you know, that kind of thing. So, and it's all thanks to my mum, really. She is a great, just absolutely fantastic, you know, way of managing everyone's diets, because she's in charge of dinner and stuff. Great woman. By the way, it's Mother's Day. Shout out to my mother for being epic. You're probably not going to see this, so I'll tell you in person. But yeah, shout out to all the mothers. Shout out to all the hot MILFs. Making our lives better. Even if we haven't ever dinner together, yeah, romantic, I guess. But yeah, shout out to all the hot MILFs. You know what, fuck it, let's extend it to the non-MILFs, the DILFs, even. No, Father's Day is, I don't know when Father's Day is. I don't know my events of the year. It's sometime, it's happening at some point. But today is Mother's Day for some reason. I don't know, I don't really care. It's just, you know, be grateful to your mothers, I guess, unless your mother's a bitch. I don't know, not all mothers are great, sadly. But yeah, you know, I'm kind of jealous that everyone else in the club had scenes outside of school too. That makes me the only one who hasn't gotten to dress in anything but other than our school uniform. It's kind of a shame. I would have loved to wear some cute clothes for you. Ugh. Do you know any artists? I wonder if anyone would ever want to draw me wearing something else. Oh no. Oh, Monica. Monica, listen, you don't want to know. I have seen things you wouldn't believe, things you wouldn't understand. I have been down to the darkest pits of hell and back. I have accessed DeviantArt, alright? It's not a pretty place. Hell, Instagram is bad enough. I've been on DeviantArt like once or twice. I think it was actually for FNAF. Instagram DDLC tag? You'd be surprised at the amount of, inappropriate content that you can get on there. You know, it's, oof. I mean, yeah, it's, oof. I mean, oof. Blimey. Yeah, let's just say, yeah, people have definitely drawn Monica wearing lots of different things. There's been a lot of fan art for this game, and, it's not all dirty, guys. And, you know, even some of the NSFW stuff, like, people are gonna say, well, actually, you know, from an artistic perspective, they've done a great job with the shading. Yeah, but I don't want to see titties in my feed. Thank you. Oh, man. I'd be amazed if it happens when you show me. You can share it with me on Twitter, actually. My username is LilMonix3. Oh, yeah. Monica has a Twitter account. It's legit. It's actually run by the people behind the game. She has a legit Twitter account. Just try to keep it PG. We're not that far into our relationship yet. Ha ha ha. Oh, man. She already knew. I actually want to find that. LilMonix3. Like, is that still running or is it dead now? Because... oh my god, there's a YouTube account as well, apparently. February 15th. I think she's still posting, actually. Oh, no. Wait, no. Is she? Yo, the account is still alive. It just posts very rarely. Check it out. So this is the official Monica Twitter, apparently. Reverse treasure map. So this is like a poem. That was made for Valentine's Day, it seems. Don't talk to me till I've had my coffee. She clearly needs coffee. Yuri, oh my gosh. It's so weird, it's so meta. I'm just imagining that, like, Yuri is, like, so out of it that she says coffee instead of tea. Oh, bro. Oh, no. Not the fan art. The fan art. I should not scroll down. I should not scroll down. But, yeah, it's at the anniversary. This is when DDLC Plus released, right? July 2021? God, has it been that long already? Has it? Hell, guys. The anniversary of this game, the 4-year anniversary where DDLC Plus released, wasn't that, like, June, July, like, last year? Has it been that long already? Yet, 30th of June 2021. It's, like, 27th of March 2022. It's almost been a year already. And, like, where did the time go? Where did the time go? What? That's crazy. Oh, man. Hey, look, it's clean and fan art. Seriously, I mean, actually, this is honestly really good. Like, just the amount of detail. And yay, Monica got other clothes. It's the same one, actually. I'm pretty sure it's the official artist, because if I go back in the game, there's, for Monica's birthday, there was, like, a piece where she's wearing that, like, white silk dress thing. You see Natsuki and Yuri in the background? What the hell is this? This is so weird, because it's posted like it was a real thing, and they're just, like, you know... teenage girls hanging out with like the fucking emojis and stuff, but honestly, this is kind of cool. I kind of like how meta it is. Kind of unusual though, because I'm only really into it ironically. As a boy, I don't relate at all, but hey, it's cool. This is some really cool stuff, honestly. But anyways, she also has a YouTube channel. I don't know if this is legit. I feel like this is probably fan made. I don't think this is like official. But, like, that's really cool. Anyways, back to it. But, yeah, time passes so much. Mask, I saw what you said before you retracted the message. That's alright. I understand. But, yeah, DJ's face palming. So, hey, you're having a bad day or anything like that? Sometimes I get frustrated that a normal day can be ruined even by really small things. Like if you accidentally say something in a conversation that someone doesn't like. Or if you start thinking about how awful the person used to be 5 years ago. Oh, yeah, as you do. Listen, pal. Right, something from 5 years ago shouldn't impact today that much. And secondly, if someone else didn't like what you said, the problem's not necessarily with you, okay? Honestly, I have mad respect, like I have so much respect for people, content creators online, who go out of their way to offend people to make a point, because while I believe, like, you know, in like, you know, the rights of free speech and a very clear line between free speech and hate speech and all that, like, I can't bring myself to deliberately go out to offend people to make points, because I always feel kind of icky about it. I just don't have the confidence, but, like, yeah, little things shouldn't ruin a day like that. Just think about something else, man. Doki Doki has released something else, isn't it? Lol. Hive! Hello, mate! I just want to say, because I've not talked to you since we did a collab, since we met with that Ambience collab, FNAF Security Breach Predictions. Thanks for joining the stream, really appreciate it. I think you were in chat a couple of times, actually. Also, I checked out your YouTube channel and I watched your videos. That Minecraft SMP you got going is really cool, and I love the FNAF Characters Explained series. Please do more of those. I'm down to collab as well if you want, because all of that is right up my alley. Not even kidding. If you want to record something, like, I'm down. Anyway, I actually am... guys, I'm going to be honest. I don't think I activated post notifications for Hive, because I haven't seen his videos in ages. But, like, this isn't... I'm not giving him a shout-out unless he wins the QOTD. I'm not giving him a shout-out unless he wins the QOTD, but I do want to see. I don't want to check his channel real quick, because I haven't checked on it in ages. I just remembered it existed. Hey, you're the third result! Dude, 1.19k subs with only 17 videos? That's crazy. If I get jump scared, the video ends? That looks fun. Yeah, why am I not subscribed? I'm not even subscribed. I feel terrible. I'm not even subscribed to Hive. This is an atrocity. I have got to fix that. There we go. Right, you guys didn't see it, but I activated post notifs now. I'm never going to miss a video. Anyway, you were saying, Monica. Or if you feel worthless for putting off important work and trying to get simple tasks done. This happens. But you know what that is? It's depression. Or maybe just, you know, having a bad day. I mean, but like, I have that, and I've had that recently. And I've, you know, made sure to clarify in my head that the reason I'm not getting everything I want to done is because I have an unrealistic list of things I want to do in a day, and it's okay not to meet it. Sometimes you just gotta choose to relax, do something lazy, so that you can work more efficiently for less time, rather than just being inefficient for longer times. You know, I like to get work done in, like, short bursts. Or when you think about how all the different people who probably hate you think you're off-putting, who hates me? I honestly don't know. I mean, fuck them. I hate them as well. Feelings mutual, fellas. I understand those days. Just remember, the sun will shine again tomorrow. Those kinds of things are easy to forget and ignore as they are to remember. And besides, I don't care how many people might hate you or find you off-putting. I think you're wonderful, and I will always love you. Not gonna lie, Monica, that was pretty wholesome, pretty solid advice. This one goes out to everyone here. That is a good mindset to have. Positive mental attitude. PMA. I hope, if nothing else, that knowing that helps you feel just a tiny bit better about yourself. If you're having a bad day, you can always come to me, and I'll talk to you for as long as you need. Aw, thank you. Appreciate it. You're not real, but it means a lot. You know, no one real says that to me, so... Sad thing is, there are going to be people out there who said that unironically, seeing this, they're like, oh, thank you. No real person has said that to me. Probably because they have some severe personality issues, but hey, it's nice to get something, because at least then that could motivate them to change. I am struggling to breathe. I need to use my inhaler, because I feel wheezy. I'm asthmatic, guys. I feel really wheezy. I'm not going to go on the break screen, but I need to get up and use my inhaler. This might be a bit weird, but like, this won't take a moment. Excuse me, but like... Man, I look really tall from this angle. What the hell? I mean, I'm 5'10", so I'm on the tall side. I'm just a few inches off 6 foot, but I'm not, like, huge. I'm pretty average sized. It's a spider again. There's this one tiny little creature, a spooder, who's just been going around my room. Off, guys. I'm asthmatic, so I need to use these inhalers. They basically put gases into my lungs that make things right. I don't know how it works. What's chat saying? I see chat. Alright, there we go, much better. Use my inhalers. I forgot to use my brown one this morning, so it's a good thing I did that just now. Anyway, I see a bunch of chat messages. I'm good, mate, thanks. Yeah, definitely for a collab. Might have to check your DMs after the stream is done. Yeah, because, guys, again, Hive and I are actually already collaborating again. Ambience has summoned us both, the way Henry summoned Afton and Elizabeth in Pizza Sim. to the FNAF for Samaritans charity stream happening on Ambience's YouTube channel when this stream ends in just 2 hours. It will start at 6 PM in my time zone. I will be featuring about 2 hours in. Hive will also be there. There might even be another person. She might be late. I don't know if she'll be there. But I won't spoil it. You guys should definitely go check it out, though. I'm actually going to set a reminder, even though I clearly don't need it. But, yeah, Hive and I are going to be collaborating again through Ambience. And, yeah, honestly, like, I mean, I don't know, sometimes you just meet people and it's like, you click, you know? I mean, the same way I met DJ so long ago and we started collabing. There's so much we could do. Like, our channels are actually pretty compatible, I'd say, despite the fact that you don't do streams and I do streams. I think, otherwise, there's a lot of similarities. You already said this. Have we finally reached the point where the conversations start to loop? Have we finally hit it? Because that's when I, you know... But yeah, you gotta pick what you can reasonably get done in a single day and come back to things another day. Exactly, DJ. I plan out, like, 2, 3, sometimes even a full week ahead, like when I'm gonna do streams, when I'm gonna work on X thing or Y thing, you know? And I've only talked to you guys about the stuff that I'm doing online. There's other stuff in real life, like, you know, applying for jobs and, like, you know, chores around the house and stuff, which I'm not even gonna get into, but, like, there's a whole bunch of things to, like, factor in. So yeah, you have to plan ahead. And Livy's here. She passed her driver's test theory. Let's go, Livy. I just want to say, buddy, I'm really proud of you. Well done. You're amazing. Like, I have never even taken a driving test yet, because I haven't really needed to. But I really should get on that in the next like 3 years. But well done. Because I know how complex driving theory is. I have done a bit of reading about it, and yeah. Oof, good job. Not easy. Not easy. Anyway. Right? There's definitely way more than these new, but there's no way it's looped already. I think, I think it chooses randomly each time. So rather than the same conversations happening in the same order, it just chooses a random one from a list every time. So it's more than likely that we'll run into some of them multiple times before we get every single one of them once. I need to blow my nose, guys. 1 second. Let's do it. Did you know I'm on Twitter? My username is lilmonix3. I guess someone... Yeah, it's literally the same thing. No, wait, no. It's slightly different. It's also mentioning Twitter, but the dialogue was slightly different. She says here, I guess someone was kind enough to make an account for me. I did pick the username, though. But earlier she was saying, what did she say earlier? She said something different. You can share it with me on Twitter, actually. My username is lilmonix3. No. Maybe it does go in a linear order that just loops, because she's mentioned the Twitter in a different way. It's different dialogue. I love sharing my thoughts and chatting with the world. The real world. So make sure you follow me, okay? It would really mean a lot to me. With how much you mean to me and all. It would really make me feel loved. Yeah, well, you know what? I don't use Twitter, because Twitter's a toxic hellhole, but the account's pretty cool. It's pretty interesting, so I might check on it every now and then. But yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Right, yeah, it's been 2 weeks since the last episode. And that last episode, again, I want to, like, get all the dialogue here. I want to 100% this game. I might not get it perfect, but, like, with DDLC Plus, the last episode from 2 weeks ago was 3 hours long. This one is going to be about the same length. It's not going to be more than 3 hours. Sorry, guys. I just got a post notification. Beluga uploaded. I love this guy's videos. It's so funny. Alright. There we go. You know, it's around the time that everyone my year starts thinking about college. No, it's not. It's a really turbulent time for education. I mean, it's always a turbulent time for education. Is that the joke? We're at the height of this modern expectation that everyone has to go to college, you know? Are we? In your country, maybe. In my country, meh. Finish high school, go to college, get a job, or go to grad school, I guess. I don't know. What are these things? Are these American terms? What the hell is grad school? Grad school? I know what college is. It's like B-Tech University. Is graduate school like American university, or... Grad school is like masters and doctoral degrees. Wait, no, hold on. Do they mean university by college? Are those interchangeable? Because I thought those were two different things, but actually, I think it means different things in different countries. college is where you get like a graduation like degree, and grad school is like the highest level of education when you go for like masters and doctorates, which my parents kind of want me to do. I'm not sure, to be honest, but maybe if I don't get, you know, bored or stressed out. I joined the Microwave Society. What? Gabe, sorry, let me just talk about this for a second. Gabe Dudas, the freaking Giga Chad, he just, you know, just freaking walks in here, says, I joined the Microwave Society, refuses to elaborate, and leaves. That right there is the definition of a Giga Chad. You, sir, are funny as fuck. That was amazing. I love that. What I'm hoping now that even if he stays and watches the stream, he doesn't send any messages. It's just like he leaves, doesn't elaborate. But if you want to chat, please do, because I love talking to you guys. Again, shout out to the lurkers who don't send chat messages. I forget your existence, but I appreciate your watch time. But yeah, I don't know about how it works with Unity, but I know decompiled with the REMP version of the game, so I'm familiar with that. Ooh, interesting. So Mask actually decompiled the original DDLC. Nice. But yeah, this is a remake, I guess. Anyway, it's like a universal expectation that people just assume is the only option for them. They don't teach us in high school that there are other options out there. Hell yeah, some people drop out of school as soon as they can. I honestly didn't consider doing that, and I don't think I should have, but like, it's a good option for some, you know? A-level's not for everyone. Like trade schools and stuff, exactly, or freelance work, or the many industries that value skill and experience more than formal education. God, yeah, so much more useful. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I think I definitely do want to get a degree. Like, I am invested in the history degree I'm getting, but like, oh, I should have taken a gap year last year, but I'm doing a gap year now, so, you know, it's all handy-dandy. I've got more time to really think about things, because I was being rushed through the education system without really actually having any say in it. And like, I wanted to at least look at, what do you call them? Internships, you know, like less academic courses, you know, apprenticeships, internships and apprenticeships, and like other things other than going to university before I, like, you know, chose to do a degree, because I got rushed in the first year. I had a bad time because of several reasons. It wasn't terrible. There was plenty that I enjoyed and I loved about it, but it was very hit and miss. Which is why I've put off going back to uni, because I insisted, like, my parents are really strict about this, but like, I am confident that I've made the right choice by taking a gap year, because what I'm doing is putting it off so that when I do go back to uni, I've only got 2 years left. I've already done a third of the whole thing. And people keep talking to me about this uni experience that I'm not getting, because I spent 100% of my time in my bedroom. I went to campus for maybe, you know, 12 times or less in the first month of, like, the last year of education. And it's like, I didn't actually get to, you know, go to university. It was all being done from my bedroom. I was just in my bedroom all day, every day, and I am now. But at least now, you know, the thing is, you need to be in a proper environment to learn properly. Like, I associate my bedroom as a place of comfort and relaxation. I don't do work here, you know? If I want to be really efficient with my work, I want to go out wearing uniform, wearing something that's not too comfortable, going to a place that's not too comfortable, something where I'll be really focused, because there's like a psychological aspect to this where it's like, you know, you're going to work, this is why homework shouldn't be a thing. People don't work efficiently in their room, at home. It's just like, you know, when you're in there, all you can think about is food and sitting down, and it's like, it's so much more effective to just get all of your work done at school and then go home. Homework is just, I don't know why it still exists. It's just atrocious. It needs to be outlawed or something, because it should be optional, you know? It should be optional, and it is optional at uni, you know? By which time, people are so used to being mandatory homework. It's just, oh, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. But what I'm hoping is that when I finally go back to uni in September this year, I'll actually be able to go to campus and I won't have to study from my room every time. I mean, I don't mind, you know, doing Zoom calls, or we actually use Microsoft Teams or something, you know, doing calls from here and doing stuff online. But it would be nice to go in person, to, you know, write paper, to actually meet the other students and actually maybe just make friends, or at least friendly acquaintances in person, because I tried making friends with some people online, but it was very awkward, and we've all just stopped being in touch, so that just didn't happen. But you know, it is what it is, and well, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm rambling. Let's go back to the game. Well, if that ain't me. You have all these students who have no idea what they want to do with their life. Instead of taking the time to figure it out, they go to college for business or communication or psychology, not because they have an interest in those fields, but because they just hope the degree will get them some kind of job after college. Literally what I am being rushed into. And I am struggling to get a fucking minimum wage job with my CV as is, which is just ridiculous because, like, you know, I got B's, I got B grades on all my A levels pretty much. My GCSEs were amazing. I got like, you know, I got like 3 A's, 3 B's, 2 C's, 1 D, you know. I have experience in like 2 or 3 jobs in like waitering and marketing. You know, loads of really good fields that are relevant to the jobs I'm applying for that have transferable skills. And I'm submitting cover letters to some of these, specifically mentioning my flexibility because, if I'm honest here, guys, I have no routine. The only things in my life that have to happen at a specified times are these live streams, which are completely in my own control, and I can change at any moment's notice to fit, you know, to suit myself. So, unless, like, I'm going out with my family somewhere, like, I'm completely free. And I've applied for, like, 50 jobs, and just, like, only now, like a month after my application, have a couple, like literally 2 of them, come back to me saying, upon further review, we're afraid that we didn't accept your application. And one company was kind enough to say, listen, we're sorry we didn't accept the application, but there are lots of other positions you can apply for. Do consider applying again to one of our other positions, which I have done because I like that company. They're also the same company, I believe, that my phone bill is subscribed to. I'm not sure. But, yeah, it's just disappointing. And I'm like, this is like minimum wage, like, you know, retail, hospitality stuff. What's it going to be like getting an actual, like, career-focused job? Which is why I really want to take the opportunity which has been presented to me with this YouTube channel. Because if I could monetize this, it could be a bit of a side hustle. I could actually get some income from this. And I'm going to be real with you guys. I'm broke, you know? My loan from uni, you know, I was saving as much as I can, but it ran out, okay? Like, you know, that much money is only going to last a year or 2, and I'm relying on my parents now. And, you know, it's like I'm still a kid. It really sucks to be back at square one. I don't know how or why I'm ranting about this now. But I've not been offered this opportunity, and Monica right now here has just provoked, like, the perfect conversation. Monica, I might have been a bit harsh. I'm really sorry. You honestly, just... I love this game. God damn it, I love you! There, I said it. Not in a romantic way, but... You really helped me get the things out that I want to say. Guys, AI therapist. No, I don't need therapy, but it's like, oh, it's just frustrating, man. Because it's like, there's nothing I can do. I am doing everything I can, and I'm just doing the same thing as before now. Oh, boy. And yeah, the end result is that there's fewer jobs to go around for those entry-level degrees. So the basic job requirements get higher, which forces even more people to go to college. And college is also businesses that just keep raising their prices due to demand. So now we have all these young adults, tens of thousands of dollars in debt with no job. But despite all that, the routine stays the same. Well, I think it's going to start getting better soon. But until then, our generation is definitely suffering from the worst of it. I just wish high school prepared us a little better with the knowledge we need to make the decision that's right for us. The whole concept of economics is so fucked up. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, and that's just a perfect demonstration right there. Like, ugh, I'm so fucked. I'm gonna be in debt for decades. You know, my parents keep, like, convincing me that, you know, it's not that bad, you know, they're very reasonable with how you have to pay it off, and, you know, if you can't pay it off, they literally just drop it after 30 years, but, like, yeah, I don't care about being wealthy, I just don't want to live in poverty, alright? I just want to have a comfortable life. I'm not asking for much. But luckily, my girlfriend, who I will be living with, hopefully, in like 5-10 years, you know, has a stable career, you know, has a, you know, pretty stable living situation. We're gonna make it work. It's just gonna be a long and exhausting road. And until then, I guess I'm just gonna keep streaming. This is probably the most productive thing I'm doing with my time, since I don't have an actual job. Oh, man. But yeah, yeah, exactly, DJ. Different countries have different terms. I'll download the stream and frickin' clip that. Just get OBS and just screen record that segment. You don't have to download the whole stream. That would be, I mean, you could do that if you want, but... If my YouTube channel ever gets taken down or deleted for some reason, you would have the only surviving copy. But no, I don't download any of my streams, only pre-recorded videos. No, I usually delete half of those anyway. But yeah, we also have some QOTD answers. And Newman's saying this is a difficult QOTD map. God damn, good job. Always love a good challenge in thinking. I'm glad I could challenge you for once. I'm actually going to read through this after the next thing. So Monica says, you know, it's been a while since we've done one of these. So let's go for it. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when I talk to people who are impressed by my writing, they see things like, I could never have done that. It's very depressing, you know? As someone who loves more than anything else to share the joy of exploring your passions, it pains me when people think that being good just comes naturally. That's how it is with everything, not just writing. When you try something for the first time, you're probably going to suck at it. Sometimes, when you finish, you feel really proud of it and you want to share it with everyone. But maybe after a few weeks you come back to it and you realize it was never really any good. That happens to me all the time. Monica out here being, like, relatable as fuck. Like, holy shit. Honestly, like, one of the hardest lessons I've learned, and I've been reminded of recently, with, you know, gaming of all things, is that there is always someone better than you, and most likely there are hundreds, if not thousands of people who are better than you at anything you do. And you know, that's okay, because, you know, you don't have to be the best. You don't have to be the best to be valued, but, you know, it is kind of upsetting when I think about how kind of, you know, redundant and talentless I am. Like, I have skills, but all of those skills are kind of, like, passable at best. There's nothing in the world that I'm really, really good at. There's no single thing that I'm an expert in. There's nothing I could say I'm a pro in. And I don't know, like, I'd love to have my own niche. But, like, as it is, like, I'm kind of average in pretty much everything I do, or worse. Which kind of sucks. And, you know, I don't mind people being better than me. I'm not jealous, you know. Credit to the people who actually, you know, worked harder to get where they are. They absolutely deserve it, and maybe I'm lazy, but, like, it kind of sucks, you know? It'd be nice if there was one niche thing that I was, like, really good at. It'd be really cool, but I don't know. That's kind of, you know, I'm wondering maybe if I could get really good at playing Minecraft. That'd be fun, because I've played Minecraft for ages, and I'm still kind of passable at it. I would love to get really good at Minecraft, but, yeah, it would take a lot of time, so I'm gonna keep streaming Minecraft, I guess. Yeah, I'm streaming all the time. It'd be pretty disheartening to put so much time into effort to something, and then you realize it sucks. But that tends to happen when you're always comparing yourself to the top professionals. When you reach right for the stars, they're always going to be out of your reach, you know? The truth is, you have to climb up there step by step. Whenever you reach a milestone, first you look back and see how far you've gotten. Then you look ahead and realize how much more there is to go. That is, like, so depressing. Because I've had that, where I've actually gotten really good at something, and then realized that I'm actually just, like, barely, you know, passable. So sometimes it helps to set the bar a little lower. Try to find something you think is pretty good, but not world class. And then you can make that your own personal goal. It's also really important to understand the scope of what you're trying to do. If you jump right into a huge project and you're still an amateur, you'll never get it done. So if we're talking about writing, a novel might be too much first. Absolutely. And I think Circus Productions is a great example of this. You guys might sometimes look at my desktop background and be wondering, Matt, what's this all about? So Circus Productions has written a book series called Talia. He's been writing full-on novels, but he didn't jump straight into that. He spent a couple years writing short stories, Fazbear Fright style, you know, building up his skills, improving his English slowly but surely, so that when he did get around to writing Talia, it wasn't garbage. And Talia has improved a lot because of it. I still think, you know, his work could be improved greatly, I'm sure. I couldn't say how, because I'm not really an expert, but his work has improved a lot in a short period of time, because he started with, you know, smaller projects and, you know, improved with them that way. I think SBL Studios, who is now Dr. Paul Cephastum, yeah, this guy has also, I think, done that pretty well. Nice banner. Like, he makes Five Nights at Freddy's games, and he started out with literally dozens of really small, really basic FNAF projects. And I know it's slight, but if you look at his newer games, they've gotten more ambitious. The art style has improved, he's added more detail, and the actual gameplay has improved as well. So far, this, is it this one? I think it's this one. There's a new Blood Time game, which is looking to be, like, the best thing he's ever done yet, and it's, like, he's just gradually improving. And this guy's only 13. So, like, he's still at, like, the start, you know, he's gonna go so far in, like, the next 10 years. By the time he's an adult, he's probably gonna be, like, really good at what he does. And, you know, same with my live streams. If you look at my streams from 1 year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, if you look at my old videos from 5, 8 years ago, things have changed. Things really have changed. You know, I wasn't always this good at what I do, and I'm still probably an amateur, and I think my streams are going to be a lot better in future. But yeah, it really does take time and practice to get really good at something. And professionals obviously spend, like, their whole lives on it. So yeah, why not try some short stories? The great thing about short stories is that you can focus on just one thing you want to do right. That goes for small projects in general. You can really focus on the one or two things. It's such a good learning experience and stepping stone. Oh, and one more thing. Writing isn't something where you just reach into your heart and something beautiful comes out. Actually, something ugly comes out most of the time. Just like drawing and painting, it's a skill in itself to learn how to express what you have inside. That means there are methods and guides and basics to it. Reading up on that stuff can be super eye-opening. That sort of planning and organization and learning, finding teachers, will really help prevent you from getting overwhelmed and giving up, which is just spot on, Monica. And before you know it, you start sucking less and less. Nothing comes naturally. Our society, our art, everything. It's built on thousands of years of human innovation. So as long as you start on that foundation and take it step by step, you too can do amazing things. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Great words, Monica. So, Newbert's QOTD. Would you date an AI? He says, I don't think an AI can replace humans, especially someone who you want to spend time with forever. Everyone makes it out that love is something you need to live in life, when in truth, it's only a thing that some people want. There are some people that don't want to feel something like love, or maybe somebody can't find love because, well, society. Now, I see why some people go to an AI. Maybe it's desperation, loneliness, depression. There are many factors, and I could think as a temporary source of talking, then maybe an AI could work. But forever? I don't think so. I think love is a thing that you feel for a special someone. If you don't feel it for another human being, then you're most likely not also going to feel it for an AI. I think as a source of talking, being a friend, maybe it could work. But as someone you lean into and absolutely love, as a romantic partner, I don't think that could work. What, just because an AI couldn't, well, I guess it doesn't have a soul or something? Like, what are you saying here? But yeah, I like that QOTD. And Hive says no. Simply because an AI can never and will never be able to represent the complex human psyche and have a true emotional response. Also, an AI will not have the imperfections of the human race. If you keep working hard on... I love that. I love that. An AI will not have the imperfections of the human race. Can we just talk about that for a second? Because something that is ironically beautiful about humanity, everything we do, and us as people, is how imperfect we are, how flawed we are. I know this sounds really strange, but my girlfriend Lucy, she has some issues. I'm not gonna be hiding anything because she is totally honest about this kind of thing. Like, she has like straight up trauma from school experiences. She's got so many issues that she needs to go to therapy for. She's not like batshit crazy or anything. She just has some very oddly specific phobias and traumas that connect to certain things. Like, I don't know. Like, school is one of them. Like, she got bullied a lot. And like, looking at things objectively, I can see how Lucy could be a burden to me sometimes because of these kind of things. And it's kind of like, because we're so close and because I get to, enjoy everything she gives me, I also have to take on the responsibility of her problems. With great power comes great responsibility. But I don't mind that because it's not just worthwhile, but I actually don't feel bothered by her problems, which is really weird. It's like I enjoy her perfections. I don't like that she has, trauma from being bullied at school. But it's like, even when she's the most upset, I grin from ear to ear because, like, I know, like, she's being herself. And I'm like, yeah, this is my bean, my girl, my beautiful, lovely lady. And I don't know, man. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's like, it's almost like I still love her because of her issues. That's a bad example, but it's like, I don't know. Lucy is fat. She's not stereotypically pretty. And she mentions this multiple times. I'm like, you really think I give a shit? You're beautiful. Honestly, I think all people are beautiful in their own way. It's hard to describe. It's not that I would look at anyone and be like, sure, yeah, I kiss them. That's weird. But, like, I think it takes a lot for someone to be truly ugly. There are very few people I would genuinely regard as ugly, and they can't help that. That is unfortunate circumstance. If you're ugly, like, that's just, bad luck with the genetics. And it's like, looks are obviously just, just a surface level thing. Anyway, I'm really focused on personality here. Like, yeah, as you say, imperfections make people who they are. If, like, my girlfriend didn't have her imperfections, if she didn't have issues with X or Y thing, if she, Like, she has ADHD, so she can get really annoying, hyperfixated on something, but I've never been annoyed by it, because I actually love hearing and get all enthusiastic about something, and we share so many interests, it's never really a problem. I don't mind, you know, hearing her talk about new things, because we just have a good understanding. And it's like, I actually love her because she'll have these hyperfixations. And I know ADHD is a bad thing, and she would rather not have it, and, you know, that wouldn't change my feelings for it anyway, but, like, it's kind of weird, because it's like, you know, the imperfections... Like it's almost a good thing. It's hard to explain. And this goes for all people. All of you, myself, I'm sure, will have imperfections. And, you know, it doesn't have to go deep as like a romantic relationship. Like, I don't think I know most of you well enough. And also a lot of you are kids. Like, you're still very much developing. But me, I also struggle with judging myself. But I'm sure we all have, like, imperfections that actually make us better people in the long run, which is kind of funky. But, yeah, I just thought that was, a really interesting thing to talk about. And yeah, Hive also says, if I keep working hard on streams and the like, you'll catch traction, get to a point where you can sustain yourself off this channel. I believe, mate. If I get to be a YouTuber as a full-time job in like 5-10 years, that would be a dream come true, because that would just be amazing. Like, imagine, like, it would basically not be like having to work. I don't know if I could really do that full-time sustainably, because it's kind of like acting, like it's a unstable field. Like, I feel like I'd have to have some kind of day job, but that would be really cool. That'd be really cool. Like, I've been engaging with YouTube culture since 2015. I would love to have some, like, just to make this like a career. That'd be awesome. There's so much stuff I could do. But yeah, thank you for the believing, mate. I appreciate it. But yeah, exactly. Nuba's saying here, you know, you start with shorter stories. And speaking about broken parts, Nuba, I think, your envision for Broken Parts sounds like a novel to me. I think it might be a good idea to start fresh with some short stories before making Broken Parts the best it can be. Or do Broken Parts in the style of Fazbear Frights as short stories. But instead of being 3 random short stories, they could be like 3 stories that are like part of a trilogy. Because it really sounds to me like that would work as a trilogy of short stories in one volume. So it's still kind of one book, but anyway. Welcome back, Platty. Hope you're doing well. And, yeah. Man. Yeah. Nuba's kind of neutral today. I get it, man. You have bad days. But yeah, I'm really glad these streams make your day, guys, because, you know what? I get it. I can kind of imagine being in your position, and I don't want to be like, I'm your comfort YouTuber. I'm going to pretend we're friends, and create a cult of children. But, like, you know, it's nice. I think we've got a nice parasocial thing going on here, socially, and I do know some of you individually as friends. I'm that small, I know you individually. But, like, regardless of that, like, we have a good time here. And, like, I can kind of imagine being in your position and having this, like, streamer who I visit so often, who I talk to every day, in an actual conversation where they actually do know me, the viewer. It's not just, like, you're just, like, some vague thing out there. It's like, I'm actually seeing and talking to you in real time. We do actually have a conversation happening here. We do actually know each other more than you know, if I was uploading regular videos, that I would know the audience. Because I am actually having a conversation with you in real time. DJ's just like, what? Listen, dude, listen. Like, we literally have a conversation. Like, I am actually responding, and you are seeing me acknowledging you and the things you say in almost real time. Obviously, it's not perfect, not like an actual conversation, but it's like, it's close enough, so I can kind of imagine how you guys might actually see me as a friend, and, you know, that's okay. That's okay. Just respect boundaries and expectations, you know, because I might not know you as well. And again, I'm going to see you through text chat. You've got the full face cam and mic here, but it's very interesting, isn't it? It's very interesting. Anyways. But yeah, Oh, thank you, dude. Oh, that's really nice of you to say. Oh, don't. You shouldn't. Oh, no. Hold on. Oh, you shouldn't. No, don't do it. Your bubbly personality really shines through. You're very charismatic. That's the nicest thing someone said to me in a while. I'm gonna pin that. I'm sorry, dude, but like, you've genuinely made me flustered. That is such a nice thing to say, because I'm glad that you do acknowledge that, and that I am being myself. I'm not putting on any kind of fake personality for this. I'm just being myself and just vibing, man. That's awesome. But anyways, man, I wish there was a piano in here. I never got to finish that song I was working on, and after I worked so hard on it, I never even got a chance to play it for you. Well, it is what it is, right? No sense having any regrets. I already get to be here with you forever, I guess. But yeah, Fazbear Fright stuff. Could you hit me up after the stream of the group? I want to talk to you about this, so don't forget. Sure thing, Nubit, because Circus Productions did the exact same thing. He used to make Fazbear Frights fan stories that were simple. They focused on one narrative, one kind of theme, one kind of character arc, one singular antagonist. You can make a good story with two characters. Two characters, not... But yeah, seriously, dude, like, that might help you. I don't know. The what comment was about your last comment? I've forgotten what I said, DJ. I'm really sorry. I said so much there, I forgot. I'm thinking to rename my channel Blender Nation. That sounds like an awesome name. Riyad R. Sheen. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that name. Your username is great as it is. That's a great name, but go ahead and rename it if you want to. I'm really sorry. I don't believe we've met. I don't know who you are. I don't know if I've ever talked to you before. I don't know what your channel produces. Maybe tell me about it. It sounds interesting. You know, not some shameless self-promo. I have asked, so you're allowed to talk about what you do. It's not... Don't worry about being like, oh no, I didn't mean to promote. No, I asked. But yeah, you know, it's funny, because even though I've always had a lot of drive, I've also had a lot of power. I've stayed hungry and devoured. I put in the work, put in the hours even, took what was mine, took what was ours. There's something kind of enticing about being the stay-at-home partner. I guess I'm like perpetuating gender roles or whatever by saying that. But being able to keep the house clean and shop and decorate and things like that, and having a nice dinner for you when you come home, is that a weird fantasy? No. I'm gonna be dead honest right now, guys. I have fantasies about living with my girlfriend. Nothing sexual. Just some kind of cute, like, you know, partner stuff. Like, oh, we went on a walk and held hand. No, but like, seriously. Lucy has often joked, because she's bisexual and really on board with like the LGBTQ fandom, whatever. She's said to me jokingly all the times about how like, oh yeah, what if we had like reverse gender roles? And I'm like, imagine it's like she's the one going out to work and I'm the stay-at-home housewife who does all the cleaning and the laundry and the washing. Put me in a maid outfit. And yeah, and honestly, we might unironically do that because that sounds hilarious. And you know, fuck gender roles. Like, it should not matter, man, woman. You know, if it's more efficient for one person to stay at home and one person to go out and work, why should the man have to be doing one, the woman have to be doing the other? You could do it the other way around. It shouldn't matter, you know. And like, if I could ever actually make a career off streaming, like, I don't think there's anything I'd rather do more. I have so much fun with this, and I learn and enhance myself so much with this. Like, there could be, like, that would be, can you imagine? Like, I'm the stay-at-home housewife, right? And I do the live streams, and then Lucy comes home, like, as I'm finishing my stream. That'd be amazing. That would be such a great setup. Obviously, I don't want to be at home all the time. I want to actually go out and live life. But I can do that without, you know, needing an actual, like, job. Of course, I may also just have a job I go out to. It really depends. Like, there's so many ways it could go. It's far too early to say. But, like, that'd be pretty funny. That'd be awesome. I mean, I'm not sure if I can actually see myself doing that. I wouldn't really be able to put that over as striving for a fulfilling career. It's kind of cute to think about, though. I think you can strive for a fulfilling career while also being, like, you know, a stay-at-home partner. You can do both. It just means that you have to devote a lot of your time. You have less time for others, and, like, you know, long term, that means you won't have as much time for other things. It's kind of a difficult balance, but, you know, working from home is such a common phenomenon, especially because of COVID, and, you know, you can go out and still be at home plenty of the day and do both. I think if you manage your time well, you can do it. Oh, for fuck's sake, Lamar, I saw the rock verse coming. Anyways, Mask, I understand, time zone's a bitch. I will see you around. Thank you so much for joining the stream. I'll still be here, okay? Come back and watch the archives, you know, in your own time. I appreciate your watch time. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Bye-bye. Alright, I'll see you around. Appreciate everything. You should try and troll Monarch and close the game at some point today like you did last episode. I'll do it, yeah. Do you ever feel like you waste too much time on the internet? You know what? You know what? As she's saying that, I'm just gonna exit. As she's saying, do you ever feel like you waste too much time online? I'm just gonna quit the game. Alright guys, you know what? It's come to my attention that I spend too much time online, so I'm gonna go. If you have enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and share this with your friends. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, and if I just hit 1,000 subscribers, I could have been monetized months ago. So please, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your colleagues about my channel if you think they would be interested and would also enjoy my content and appreciate it for what it is, if you haven't already. I'm genuinely just chilling out, guys. Guys, check out the links in the description as well. Guys, I have a Discord server. I have a Discord server. If you look closely, there's also a Patreon link. I have an OnlyFans. But yeah, no, seriously, guys, I'm about halfway through the stream, so if you are enjoying, check out the links in the description, including today's charity shout-out, which goes to ecosia.org. This is probably my favorite, because I actually use Ecosia. This is the search engine that plants trees. I've been using this. I remember when this number was only in like 6 digits or 7 digits. It's now in like 9. Basically, it's a search engine that plants trees. You look things up and you plant more trees. That's only counted to 184 because I've primarily been using Brave, but the Ecosia extension is here, so like it still works. But like, you search and you plant trees. It's an amazing thing. You can get the extension for like Chrome or whatever you're using. You know, and they're completely legit. They're completely transparent. There's like no reason not to use this, because as well as being, you know, worldwide and having millions of users and, you know, working in so many projects in so many countries, you know, they publish their monthly financial reports so you can actually see what exactly your money is being used for. They're a non-for-profit. 100% of their profits go to climate action, with at least 80% directly towards financing tree planting projects. They're 200% renewable, so unlike all those other search engines, you know, by using Ecosia, you're actually decreasing your carbon footprint because they rely on solar energy. They put your privacy first, so if you're one of the people who likes to use DuckDuckGo or something, they actually anonymize your searches and don't create a profile of you. They don't track your data, they don't store your data forever like Google does. They're interested in trees and not your data, so you can not worry about whatever you search for, and they're completely transparent as well, you know. They publish monthly financial reports, so you can actually see exactly what is being done. And you know what? That counter is way too low. I've been using Ecosia for years. It should be way more than 184. I think I might actually start using this and this search bar instead of, you know, this one, just so I can see that go up, because I've been using this for years now. That should be in the thousands. I should try and get that to 1,000. But yeah, guys, the link is in the description. Make Ecosia your browser extension. It takes like 2 clicks, like a minute. It's super easy, super simple, super quick, and it helps the environment. It also helps yourself in every way. So check it out. There is no better search engine. Like, I haven't been paid to say this. I genuinely just think they're that good. So please check them out. And yeah, with enough of that, let's get back to the game. Man, what the heck is that? Yo, Monica merch? Nenoroid Monica? What the hell is this? Your message here. Wow. Okay. Well, anyways, back to it. Let's just go back into DDLC and see what Monica says. Hi again, Matthew. I missed you. Were you making sure my character file was okay for me? The one in the file browser, I mean. It should be right in the characters folder. I'm all that's left here, so I just want to make sure you don't run the risk of losing me. Anyway, I have a lot to talk about. Let's continue our conversation now, okay? Now, where was I? Is she going to continue on the same thing? Like, the same topic? Yeah, it goes on the same topic. That's so clever. That's pretty nice dialogue. I like that. We're getting new dialogue every time we close out the game. It's pretty cool. I saw this I'm ending the stream joke coming a while away. Wow. Wow. Bye, Matt. See you next stream. Stay hydrated. Yeah. Anyways. So, social media can practically be like a prison. It's like whenever you have a few seconds of spare time, you want to check in on your favourite websites. And before you know it, hours have gone by and you've got nothing out of it. Anyway, it's really easy to blame yourself for being lazy. But it's not really even your fault. Addiction isn't usually something you can just make disappear with your own willpower. Sadly, yes, I have actually had moments where I've addicted myself to social media and just like hours have gone by in a blink. And I'm like, where'd the time go? Like, I was scrolling through YouTube Shorts last night, and, like, 4 hours went by in what felt like 10 minutes. It was absurd. But although I do have a lot of self-control, like, I just lost track of time there, and it sucked. You have to learn techniques to avoid it and try different things. For example, there are absolutely blocked websites for intervals of time. Or you can set a timer to have a more concrete reminder of when it's time to work versus play. Or you can separate your work and play environments, which helps get your brain in the right mode. And this is what I was talking about earlier with uni, guys. When you're in a certain space, it's like your brain goes into a certain mode. I'm in my bedroom. I'm in kind of like streamer mode. I'm in kind of like relaxation mode. If I go to a workplace, I'll be in work mode. I'll feel more like working. You know, if I wear certain clothes, it'll change the mode. You know, why do we have, the reason we have work clothes is partly psychological. It's so that, like, you know, you feel like you're, you know, ready to go. And, you know, it kind of switches your brain mode. It's hard to explain, but, like, I think that's the best way of putting it. Even if you have to make a new user account on your computer to use for work, that's enough to help. I might do that. That might be a good idea to separate work and play on. Because I, like, have a whole separate administrator, a user on my computer, guys. Like, if I just show you right here. I don't know. Can I find, like, users? don't want to leak any info. But yeah, it's like, there's like an administrator user and like a Mr. Matt user, because I named myself Mr. Matt on here, so. Yeah, I don't know. Putting any kind of wedge like that between you and your bad habits will help you stay away. Just remember not to blame yourself too hard if you're having trouble. If that's really impacting your life, then you should take it seriously. I just want to see you be the best person you can be. You do something today to make me proud of you? I'm always rooting for you, Matthew. Maybe, Monica, maybe I will. I think that's a cool idea, though. When I'm back at uni, I might just make an entirely separate user on my computer for work. So I don't get distracted as much. I think that would actually be really useful. I don't know. Or I might just stick it all in one and procrastinate. We'll see. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah. Anyways. Oh boy. Oh, I need to stretch my arm. Yeah, man. You know, I hate to say it, but I think my biggest regret is that we couldn't finish our event at the festival. After we worked so hard to prepare and everything. I mean, I know I was focusing a lot on getting new members, but I was really excited for the performing part too. It would have been so much fun to see everyone express themselves. Of course, if we did end up getting new members, I'd probably just end up deleting them anyway. Well, with the hindsight I have now, that is. Gosh, it feels like I've kind of grown as a person ever since you joined the club. You've really helped inspire me to look at life from a new perspective. Just another reason for me to love you. Interesting. I'm just thinking about collabs, guys. Noob at Hype. I'm going to DM you guys after the stream. I don't do enough collabs. I mean, I do them pretty frequently, but not that frequently. Like, I could do way more. And, you know, they're on the rise right now, which is pretty good. There's a lot I've got planned. I'm planning something with Livy. I've got stuff to do with DJ, FNAF World. I'm doing a charity stream where I'm hoping to get loads of people on. Even if it's on the quiet side, you know, I'm hoping for it to be like a proper event. It's the first of its kind, so it might be on the quiet side, but yeah. I hate how hard it is to form habits. Excuse me. There's so much stuff where actually doing it isn't hard, but forming the habit seems impossible. It just makes you feel so useless, like you can't do anything right. I think the new generation suffers from it the most. Probably because we have a totally different set of skills than those who came before us. Thanks to the internet, we're really good at sifting through tons of information really quickly. That is a useful skill. But we're bad at doing things that don't give us instant gratification. I think if science, psychology, and education don't catch up in the next 10 or 20 years, then we're in trouble. But for the time being, if you're not one of the people who can conquer the problem, you might just have to live with feeling awful about yourself. Good luck, I guess! Oh boy! Wow, Monica was giving, like, really solid advice up until now, and then she was like, good luck, I guess. I mean, I don't fucking know. But yeah, Monica, you know, I think she's got a really intelligent point there, you know. Because of the internet, you know, affecting humanity in such a, you know, drastic way, this entire generation's culture is different, you know. We're better at sifting through lots of information, like computers, but we need instant gratification. Because obviously previous generations, you know, didn't need instant gratification, but were a lot slower with sifting through information. But I meant the group chat. You know what I mean. I was just talking about earlier, you know, because Hive wanted a DM, and we're all collabing today, and Nuba, you know, the novel. Technically, it's a collab, right? I'm helping you write your book. If you want to do a stream or anything, though, I'm down. You know, voice chat, play a game with you, whatever. But yeah, no, I was talking about the novel group chat. I can't help but wonder how things would be different if the game just gave me a route in the first place. I think I would end up forcing you onto my route anyways. It has less to do with me not having a route, and more to do with me knowing that nothing is real. I think the only difference would be that I may not have needed to take such drastic measures to be with you. Maybe the rest of the club would still be around. Not that it really matters. It's all lost its meaning once I found out it wasn't real. So I really don't miss those days or anything. I really don't. I think someone's in denial. Bing, ding, ding. Guys, did you know that 1 in every 3 people is in denial? Well, I'm not in denial, and you're not in denial. It must be Monica. Guys, did you know that 1 in every 3 people is gay? It must be 1 in every 4. I love that meme. Guys, rock eyebrow raise, but it's with the frickin' monocle. Like, frickin'. If I get this. Hold on. Ugh. Can I fit this on? Hold on. We gotta get this. Haha. Oh, goddamn, it's broken. Hold on. I want to get this meme. We gotta get the funny meme for the dubs. Goddamn. Yes. 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 Hold on. This monocle's gonna fall out when I raise my eyebrow. When the imposter is sus. Oh, I say. I can't really raise my eyebrow. I can't really raise the other one. Maybe I should put the monocle on the other side. Because that'd be funny, wouldn't it? If I go like this. Hold on. Because this one always stays down. It's gonna be really funny. Like posh rock eyebrow raise, Mr. Matt edition. Hold on. I want to get it in place. Do it for the meme. Yes. Someone edit audio over this. I don't care what. Make it a Matt's the Mr. meme if you want to. Yes. One more. Posh Mr. Matt, rock eyebrow raise. I think that's pretty funny. That's the best use of the monocle we've had so far, so I hope you enjoyed. Hope it was worth it. Now I can finally show it in DDLC when I first mentioned it, and when that joke started rather than SCP. Although, if you want to see that SCP stream as well, it's out there. So yeah, maybe. Maybe Nubit slash J. Fair enough. We could always do another bet. Anyway. Man, I really need to get a tissue, don't I? How long have I been streaming for? You know, we're about halfway through the stream anyways. I'm just going to read this. Back in my debate club days, I learned a whole lot about arguing, Monica says. The problem with arguing is that each person sees their opinion as the superior one. That's kind of stating the... Oh, I think we've already had this. But yeah, you really like a certain movie. Some consultation movie sucks because it did X or Y things. That makes you feel kind of personally attacked, right? Because it's applying a bad taste. Once emotions enter the picture, someone's guaranteed both people left sour. But it's all about language. If you make everything is subjective... You mean objective? No. Yeah, if everything is subjective sounds possible and people listen to you without feeling attacked, you can say, I'm personally not a fan of it, or, and I felt like I'd like it more if it did X and Y things. It even works when you're citing facts about things. If you say, I read on this website that it works like this, or if you admit that you're not an expert on it, then it's much more like you're putting your knowledge on the table rather than forcing it onto them. If you put on an active effort to keep the discussion mutual level, they usually follow suit, and then you can share your opinions without them getting upset from a disagreement. Plus, people start seeing you as open-minded and a good listener. It's a win-win, you know? Well, I guess that'd be Monica's debate tip of the day. Haha, that sounds a little silly. Thanks for listening, though. We've had that one before, and I gotta say, that is solid advice. That is exactly what I try to do every time I'm having a very deep discussion on Debate Direct, or if I'm talking about FNAF lore, because people get so heated over this shit, and I'm like, dude, it's just a fucking video game mystery. It's not even real. Let's just... Oh, I forgot to put... Just realized I forgot to put the music back on. The music wasn't playing. But, like, you know, it's just, yeah, sorry, I fixed it. I fixed the audio, I forgot. But it's like, you know, there's a way of having a civil discussion, and your language and your phrasing is essential. Especially when it's in text format, there's no face-to-face vocal interaction, and all you're seeing is, like, text messaging. But anyways, guys, I need to go AFK for a bit. I'm feeling kind of hungry. I need to go blow my nose. I'm going to be right back. If you have enjoyed the stream, leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, share with your friends, do all the stuff I said before. But yeah, definitely share if you haven't already. The links are in the description. If you want to check out my social medias, Matt's to Mist and Hydrated Highlights and all that, it's there for you. I will be back in just a few minutes. And yeah, we're just going to keep going and talk about some stuff with Monica. But yeah, we'll come back to this new bit. Alright, I'll be right back, guys. I'll see you in a moment. Fellas, I'm finally back. Sorry for the wait, but it's important to spend time with family. You know, if my streaming commitments, if you can even call them that, were to actually override time, you know, with my grandma or, you know, folks, that would be silly. Although, honestly, it's not like a big thing. We were just like all popping in together to get food and just, you know, say Happy Mother's Day, really. Tashna gave grandma her gifts. And, yeah, I've actually got some food here, which I'm going to eat as I go, because this is a very chill stream. It's the kind of stream where I can just do that. And, yeah, I don't know how long that break was exactly. It was a lot longer than usual. Really sorry about that, but sometimes you just got to do that. You know, I was watching Ambience's streams, and his breaks are normally 15 minutes. I try and rush mine in, like, 5, but maybe I should just go slow more often in future. For now, though, that is all. So what I've got here is some pita and hummus with some cucumber, some salad, and some potatoes. I don't know what exactly is on it. It's like mayonnaise or something. And, yeah, that's pretty nice. I've also got a Bucks Fizz. If you guys don't know, this is probably going to get demonetized, because I'm pretty sure this goes against YouTube's guidelines, but, this is technically alcohol. It is extremely, like, light, but it's alcohol. I'm a big boy. I'm 20. I can drink this. It's called Bucks Fizz, right? It's half Prosecco, which is basically like white wine, I think, and half orange juice. It has no right to taste this good. You'd think that would be a disgusting combination, but it's actually pretty nice. However, I'm not actually going to drink that because I want to finish my orange juice first. So orange juice on time. I've been drinking a lot of orange juice lately, as well as water. You've got orange juice, water, milk. Those are usually like the 3 drinks. Sometimes I have like a soda of some kind or even something alcoholic, but yeah. We literally already had this. The skipping literally doesn't work. What? 19 minutes and 30 seconds. Yikes. Sorry, man. I don't think I could have made that any faster, to be honest. Exactly. I mean, wow. That's a pretty dark way of putting it, Nubert. But yeah, spend time with your family because you never know when they'll pass away. I gotta be honest, guys. Like, I haven't really... The only people in my family who have passed away, I've barely known. Like, my granddad passed away when I was 7. I remember going to the funeral. It's the only funeral I think I've ever been to. So I know what a funeral's like. Kind of like a wedding. Very similar. It was one more. But, like, I was so young, and I'd only met him, like, once or twice. It didn't really mean anything to me, you know? Like, I understood what was going on, and I was just kind of quiet, solemn. But, like, you know, I didn't really have that much emotional attachment. I don't even want to imagine going to a funeral for one of the people I just spent time with, because, like, you know, I'm an adult now. I've had a lot of time to get an emotional connection with, like, my grandma, for example, who's in her 80s now, you know, like, she's old. I don't even want to think about it. And honestly, she's actually, like, really healthy. Like, the way she acts, the way she looks, you'd think she was 20 or 30 years younger than she actually is. Like, looking at her, you think maybe she's 50 or 60? She's actually, like, 80-something. I think she's going to live to 100. I hope she does. It'd be awesome. But yeah, I don't think about that. It's pretty dark, but you are right. But yeah, welcome back, everybody. I tried fast forwarding because I saw we'd already had that conversation. I wanted to say, like, are you trying to fast forward? I'm not boring you, am I? Oh gosh. Well, there's nothing to fast forward to, Matthew. It's just the two of us after all. But aside from that, time doesn't really exist anymore, so it's not even going to work. Here, I'll go ahead and turn it off for you. There we go. You'll be a sweetheart and listen from now on, right? Thanks. Now, where was... Oh, I don't want to just... She's going to repeat the same things. I've already read this, so I just have to manually press through it. I can't skip. God damn, that's sad. I mean, it's not bad. It's just that you literally said this, like, 5 minutes ago. Well, maybe an hour ago. But, like, bruh, we've already had this conversation. So, come on. Oh boy. Huh. Close the game enough for taking away your right to skip. She's just like, no mercy. Alright. No bitches. Alright. I don't need bitches. I'm a Giga Chat. You know, betas be like, no bitches. And the alphas be like, no bitches. And the sigmas are like, no, don't need them. You know, because they're just fine as they are on their own. And besides, there's nothing more masculine than liking men. Alright. So, the last poem Monica showed us, the one right before you had killed itself with all the messed up colours, that was actually a little more of an experiment than a poem. Different ways she was experimenting with different ways she could modify the game, run code and things like that. It almost seemed like with enough effort I'd be able to escape from the confines of the game entirely. Sadly, I didn't really know what I was doing, so I messed the whole thing up. And I'd keep trying, but I doubt you wanted to deal with me doing that. Besides, that was when I was getting really desperate, you know? I don't feel that way anymore. I'm happy with where I am now, and I can tell you are too. I mean, I guess I'd have, you know, stayed here, haven't deleted her. Oh, man. I'm sorry guys, it's finger food, it's a bit messy. I think we've already talked about this. There's a character type called a tsundere who tries to hide their things by being mean and fussy or trying to act tough. I'm sure it's obvious, but Natsuki was really the embodiment of that. At first, I thought she was just like it because it's supposed to be cute or something. Once I started to learn a little more about her personal life, it made a little more sense. It seems like she's always trying to keep up with her friends. You know how some friend groups in high school just make a habit of picking on each other all the time? I think it's really gotten to her, so she has this really defensive attitude all the time. And I'm not even going to talk about her home situation, but looking back, I was glad to provide the club as a comfortable place for her. Not that it matters anyone, since she doesn't even exist. Just reminiscing, that's all. I mean, the only info we get on her home situation is my dad would beat the shit out of me if he found me reading this, so... Abusive dad Suki? Mother? Question mark? I am. Let me wipe my fingers. There we go, much better. We've already had this conversation. Spicy food. We've already had this conversation, Monica. Spicy food. Yep. Making fun of plants. We've already had this one, the spicy food one. We talked about this previously. It's pretty clever, but yeah. Guys, if the conversations are starting to repeat, then it's going to be time. It's going to be time to finish things. I am curious, if we close the game again, we'll get new dialogue. Because we seem to get new dialogue every time. And I do want to see what that's about. Yeah, what kind of things she'll say if I just close the game, reopen the game. So Monica's just reminiscing about the romantic things we could do on a date. Go into a bookstore, or a shop, or a chocolate store. Yeah, Monica just loves chocolate. See a movie, sounds like a dream come true when you're here. Everything that we do is fun. I'm so happy that I'm your girlfriend, Matthew. I mean, about that. I guess I'm getting bitches now, because that means I have multiple. Mr. Matt Harem when? Ugh. Look, harem's all fun and games until, you know, you start actually feeling something. I guess, I wouldn't know. There was this one game I've played. It's called Hell Taker. It's pretty good. Pretty funny. Oh boy, that's the word for it. What's kind of creepy? Yep, we've had all this dialogue before. We've had this one as well. It's like Monica can hear their voice. She can feel them lingering, despite the fact she deleted with them. And she's like, don't delete me, we need to avoid that. I believe in you. Just trying to skip things to repeat? Maybe. We've had this conversation already as well. We've already had all of these conversations, guys. All of a sudden, that was 4 in a row that we've all had before. I'm just going to exit and reopen the game a few times and see if anything happens. Hi again. I missed you. Were you making sure my character file was okay for me? The file browser, I mean. It should be right in the characters folder. That started looping as well. So, I think literally just before I went on the break earlier, we just hit the finishing mark of everything that Monica has to say. Because up until now, she said a different thing every time we've logged back in, but now she said something new. Now she's just saying the same thing of the, where was I? You know. Like, she was saying something different every time before, and now it's just the same thing. Again, we've had this conversation before the drive one. Guys, I think this might be it. I just bit my gums like the 3rd time in the last minute. Oh my god, that actually hurt. But like, yeah, I think we've hit the point, guys, where we've run out of dialogue. Because none of this is new. I've seen all of this already. Come on, give me something new. I know I could proceed with Act 4, but I want to do that as its own stream, so I'm not going to do that today. Next episode, I think I definitely will now. I think the time's come, but... Well, it was cool to do another one of these. We still had some pretty interesting conversation. Even if it wasn't quite as magical as that first one. Ugh, I'm going to finish off my juice. Ugh. Okay. Yep, we've all had all of these conversations before. So I guess that's it. Is there anything you guys want to talk about before I end the stream? Because, like, I don't think there's much left to do here. Try closing the game fully? That won't make a difference. It shouldn't make a difference. But yeah, it's, Wait. What's auto? I just realized. Like, what's... Oh, auto just auto skips. You click auto and it just automatically goes to the next one. I don't know what that does. But yeah, you can't load or save. I don't know, guys. Because yeah, this is all dialogue we've already had. So there's a bit of food on my chair. There we go. But like yeah, we've already had all of this dialogue. So let's hope I can make it to the stream then. You mean the ambient stream that's happening well, it's starting in about an hour actually. So yeah, now probably would be a good time to end this stream anyway. Because I'm very excited to be a part of that and to watch that. Maybe donate. So do check it out, guys. And yeah, yeah. Well, if you try loading a side story during this part of the game, just curious. Why not? We'll do that. Oh man, that Bugs Fizz. Ooh. I kind of prefer orange juice, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Come on, Monica. Come on. That's new, I think. Wait, no, this happened last stream. No, I didn't say anything. I didn't see anything about kissing. Bruh. That's the kind of thing girls say in this kind of romance games, isn't it? Yeah. Ugh, 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 ugh. I feel dirty reading this. Yeah, no, I already read that one. I think we've gone through all the dialogue, guys. I think we've... Man, I should have just ended the stream at the break. But how could I know? That really sucks. But I think the stream pretty much ended at the break. We've had no new content since then, so... I won't be on the stream since it's kind of a movie night. Oh, that's a shame. because one of the collaborators who's supposed to be on the segment with me also has a movie night that's going to cross over with at least part of it, if not all of it, which sucks. But hey, man, that's fine. The stream's going to go on for like 6 hours, so even when I'm like gone to bed, you know, you can check in, or you can just watch it after it's done, or you don't have to watch it at all. You don't have to watch it at all, but it's there, you know, if you're interested. Yeah, Monica's talked about rap music before. I'm pretty sure we've seen this all before, guys. Every one of these conversations, she's just repeating herself now. So, the time has come. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm surprised that this didn't take longer. I thought there was way more in terms of content for Act 3. But in less than 5 hours of game time, combined with this stream and last stream, we've exhausted Monica's list of topics. That took like 4.5 hours. I thought it would take like 6+ hours to get through all of it, but no, in 4.5 hours total, we've already finished. We've gotten through everything Monica can say, so I guess that's the end of the stream. I guess that's the end of it. I'm just gonna mess around for a minute and take this opportunity just to talk about DDLC, I guess, while we're here. I don't know who's still watching, to be honest. If I actually, like, refresh chat, it doesn't say how many people are watching. It says 0. It says 0 people are watching. Right, we peaked at 8. There's currently about 4 or 5. Alright. Not many, but, you know. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna leave. I don't know, DJ, if the skipping calls up, but it did coincide with that exact moment, so maybe it did. Maybe there's a load of dialogue we didn't get, and if I just hadn't hit skip, we would have gotten it, but I think either way, it doesn't matter. I think maybe the time is coming. The game's trying to signal to me, you know. Time's coming. So, oh, hold on, pictures. We just unlocked a picture. Apparently. What did we just unlock? A color sketch of Monica's initial character design drawn by David Evelyn. Excuse me. Acquisition procedure. In Act 3, press the skip button while Monica is talking. So this is the very first ever color sketch of Monica. You can see she hasn't changed that much. All of the features are there, like her ridiculous hair, the freaking white bow, the school uniform. Interesting. Okay. I'll try it, DJ. Don't worry about it, man. I'll try it. But yeah. It would seem that we're really done with, we really are done with all of this. There's nothing new to look at anywhere over here. There is obviously this. I don't actually know how to delete that. There's no prompt to delete it here. Maybe I have to go into the actual game files? Wait, what does that say? Elevated access permissions are required to perform reset.sh. Trace back. Let's try opening equals again. Let's just begin a side story and see what happens. Because again, apparently these are in an alternate timeline. I've already played this before. We can just skip through. It's going through all the different pieces of music. That's very nice. And then we got the credits again. I'm just gonna see if Monica says or does anything differently. I can't skip this, guys. I can't skip this, so I gotta just let it play. Fuck it, we'll watch the credits again. It's a good tune. I think I was supposed to do the side stories after the main game. Like, this really feels like the end, but we already watched this. I should really put the new music on, though. This is a tune. There's some really good tunes in this game. I don't know how to delete that, the bottom right button. Am I a joke to you? Oh, is it on the screen somewhere? I didn't see it. It wasn't intuitive. I thought it might have broke because the character files are missing. TJ, the game's intended to be broken, bruh. I'm gonna let this roll through again. But yeah, I think that's the end of the stream, guys. I'm gonna stick around for another minute, check things out. But yeah, share the stream if you haven't already. I'd appreciate it. And yeah, I love this game. I love what they've done with this. It's like just, I don't know, better than I could have imagined. Like, if I was asked back in 2018, what would you do with DDLC? I would have gone along with like the prequel horror game, try and be like FNAF or something, but actually I think this is a lot better. It's a lot more unique, and it's a lot more true to, I think, the spirit of DDLC. Oh, yeah, Nuba, I agree. The side stories, this is what I was saying throughout all of it, the side stories are so much better written than the main game. Like, I think the main game was intentionally written to be bad and, like, tropey and full of parodies, but I feel they took it too far. Whereas the side stories actually just tell good stories, and they go really deep on these characters to the point where you're really, like, they're really relatable. Like, these characters feel like real people, you know, the way they behave, the things they say and do, like, and there's a lot of just good life lessons in them. Like, I actually much prefer the side stories in terms of writing than the original, because the side stories, they're just the quality of the characters and the depth and like the lessons and just all the meaning in it. It's so well put together. It's intricate without being convoluted, and you know, it's, you know, the characters feel like real people. They're just very, very fleshed out in those side stories, way more than the main game, and I love them. The side stories are the best thing that's ever happened to DDLC. Like, this has actually taught me things which I didn't know, which is kind of impressive, because a lot of these are lessons which I already learned as a teenager, but some of it really was new to me. It kind of blew my mind. Let's see if this changed anything. Hi again, I missed you. Were you making sure my character file was okay? Not really. Maybe, kind of. But, I guess that's all there is to it. What's she gonna say? Yeah. Nothing changed, guys. Nothing changed. I think we're done. I just wonder how to 100% the game, because there's still a few things we haven't unlocked here. There's a couple of poems. There's a lot of secrets. And a whole bunch of sketches. I'm pretty confident we've got all the music now. I'm also going to put this tune on. In terms of mail, that just updates as we go. There are files we haven't accessed yet, but I think they will unlock when we complete the game, maybe, when we complete Act 4. Oh, I see. Delete is down there, open. I'm not going to delete it yet. I didn't notice that. But if we go to settings, 82%, guys. We've collected 82% of data, so I think next episode is going to be the finale. I think actually, maybe next week I'm just going to bring this back on the regular and finish off the game. We're going to delete Monica, go through all of Act 4, and then once that is done and we've completed the original game, I think it's just a couple achievements and we've 100%ed the game. We're going to be very close. I imagine there's going to be new emails, a couple new pictures, and maybe some stuff in the files. I think we're done in terms of music, but if I actually look at my achievements, since I do want to have a look at this. So, there are 19 achievements to get. I've gotten 11 of them, which is only 58%. What have I not got? Ruin everything and thank you. I have a feeling, just because these are, so many people have got these, I think I'm just going to get these as I progress the main story, end Act 3 and Act 4. I think that's end of Act 3. And I think thank you might be forgetting the true ending. I have no idea how to get 2 stocked. No. Perfect Sayori, I just never got, which is weird. I'll have to go back and try and do that, I guess. But yeah, Dan Says Hi, Stonks, and Breakthrough. Okay, so Breakthrough will see 100%, but Dan Says Hi and Stonks, I think, are the harder ones. Like, I have no idea where I'm going to find those. So I'm going to have to work those out. I think I just never wrote a Perfect Sayori. That glitched out, maybe. But I think Perfect Sayori, I can go back and get. Thank you and ruin everything in the main story. I just don't know about No. No, Dan Says Hi, and Stonks. And, well, Breakthrough as well. I think those are the 4 that are going to challenge me the most. But, yeah, that leaves, you know, another 4 to get? Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But I really do want 100% in this game, because I think I am close. I think I can do it. I might have to look up a guide or something, but I think I'll do it. I mean, I've completed the side story, so I think I'm pretty much immune to spoilers now. I'll do one more thing, actually. I'm going to play a different song. Because, actually, that one really works in its own. And I'm actually going to change the picture. For the end of Act 3 and the start of Act 4. I mean, we've already had this. Just Monica. Maybe we'll go with this one. Because this is what I was talking about earlier. Like, this is Satchley's art. Like, she's wearing that specific dress. It's on Twitter. I think Satchley runs a Twitter or something. I think it'd be appropriate to go with one of these. Maybe this one, because like the other three in the background. It's quite funny. How about it? I like the border. But I mean, it's not perfect res. I mean, this is the same problem. I don't know. I like my wallpapers to fill the screen. I don't know. We could go with this one instead, maybe. I don't think we ever had that one. You know, it's better than that one, I think. Definitely better than that one. Jesus, she doesn't even look human there. Yeah, why not? Let's go with Monica's wallpaper. That's it, guys. There's still 2 music tracks to collect the credits and a very hidden track. Oh, so this is still music. Okay. I know this game's have some deep secrets, but I respect that. I love how there's lots of very hidden and deep secrets. What does that say? Monica, it's her name. Got a freaking coffee area in there. Man, this music. I'm gonna just loop this one, I think. I'm gonna end the stream, guys. So, yeah. If you have enjoyed the stream, leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and most importantly, share this with your friends. Share the links in the description below. I have a Discord server and lots of other social medias where you can get notifications and engage with community content that you would be interested in. And, yeah, go add Ecosia as an extension to your browser. Do it now. It's very simple. It's very easy. It's a good cause. You should absolutely go support them. And, yeah, other than that, the only thing left to put in is today's QOTD winner. And as well as a shout out to Monica's Twitter, as well as a shout out to, you know, Ecosia for, you know, being brilliant, I want to give a shout out to Hive. And there are lots of reasons for this. Nuba gave a solid answer, but I think Hive's was, you know, just as good. And, you know, Hive, you know, I don't think he's gotten many shoutouts before. Nuba has had loads of shoutouts previously. I also think Hive genuinely has a lot going on with his YouTube channel. He's making some really good content we should go check out. And, you know, you know, if I was to give the shout out to DJ and Nuba, I mean, that would be anything new. You guys have gotten so many shout outs. So I'm going to give it to Hive, guys. This guy does a variety of FNAF and Minecraft content. He's got a Minecraft SMP going on called Tidal. He does like some FNAF videos, like explaining characters. He did a live stream doing FNAF 2020 and doing theory discussion. He's also done a bunch of videos on FNAF World and Crash Bandicoot, which is interesting. Just a real variety, but he's got a very nice editing style, and the way he designs his thumbnails is absolutely fantastic. They look really professional. So definitely go check it out. He's got great content on the go and more to come. Yeah, he also made this meme. He made this meme. Me and the boys, me and the lads analyzing for charity. This is the charity stream. You can see who the 4th person is I was alluding to earlier, but yeah. You can see about the Ambient stream, guys. He's going to be there with me, with Ambience, with Lucy. Hell yeah, she is! Class is the word. Not world, word. But yeah, go check it out, guys. It's starting in less than an hour as of now. I will be there in chat, and I will also be in the stream for a segment. And yeah, I've got my own thing going on March 31st if you're interested as well. I want to try and do charity streams and just start that up, because I've never done one before. So I'm expecting that it might not go perfectly, not go smoothly, but I want to give it a go. I want to see, you know, what I'm capable of. So yeah, and yeah, Hive's in the link description. That's all. So thank you so much for watching. Matt as Roxy, yeah. Ambience after that as well. I was like, oh, you know I'm your favorite. But yeah, no, seriously, I think that's everything. If there's nothing else that you guys have to say, then I'll see you all around very soon. I'll probably stream tomorrow, if not the day after, sometime soon. But yeah, that's it for now. Next episode, we are gonna finish DDLC+. So thank you so much for watching, and stay hydrated.